You thought I fell off? You're smoking something.
Hello and welcome back to Sports Tips UK. I'm Marcus J. Richardson. Massive one on the 26th of May. The two biggest games in club football, full stop. The European Champions League final and the Championship playoff final. The money that the Championship final is worth is ridiculous. Playoff final, you know what I mean. And the Champions League final, well, speaks for itself. My team, Liverpool, have made it to the Champions League final. How? I'm not quite sure. We've had a bit of a weird season, but we are there. Let's get on to the predictions. Now, we are going to do a bit of a double for the Champions League final and the Championship playoff final, but let me go through each game individually. Real Madrid versus Liverpool. Well, of course, Real Madrid are the favourites. They are one of the strongest teams in the world. Liverpool have probably the best attacking three as a unit, potentially in the world, because, well, they'll be the best in Europe and, yeah. The best in the world. Real Madrid, can they stop Firmino, Mane and Salah?
We got Salah,
I don't know if they can, I don't know if they will, but if they do,
shit, we won't win.
So, the interesting bets out there at the moment, of course, you're not going to get great odds on either Liverpool or Real Madrid winning. You're not going to get a lot of returns on your money. But the ones that I've gone for, similarly like I did with the FA Cup final, if you go with a goal scorer and a correct score, the odds can be good. First of all, let's just look at some scores if you do fancy to just have a little bit of bet on the outright score after 90 minutes. Bear in mind, this is after 90 minutes. This does not include extra time. So I've just picked a couple of scores out there, not a lot. Real Madrid to win 2-1. If they do manage to stop the front three and we do only get one goal, I do fancy the Real Madrid to score at least 2. So let's say they win 2-1. You can get 8s on that, which isn't too bad. With a few, it varies with a few different bookmakers, but check out whoever you're subscribed to. Now the other one is Liverpool to win 3-2. Not bad odds there for Liverpool to win 3-2. For me, that is what I think will happen. Hope will happen. I hope we can stop Ronaldo from scoring more than 2. I hope we can stop the rest of the team. And I fancy us to score 3. I think we can do it. Somehow. Moving on. The other one I did mention was a goal scorer and a correct score. I've obviously picked out a few odd scores here different to the last ones just to keep it fresh. But if you do fancy Liverpool to go on and maybe win 4-2, get an extra and Salah to score, there are some amazing odds. Well over 100s there. 110-1 plus. Different bookmakers will give you different things, but they're all over 100 there for the 4-2 and a Salah goal. I mean, let's be honest, Salah is going to score. If Liverpool score, it will probably be Salah. And if we can score a couple more, Real are going to get at least 2, as I keep saying. That's not a bad shout. 4-2 and a Salah goal. Although, as most of you will be thinking, you're talking shit. Real Madrid are going to win, probably 3-1, probably Ronaldo to score at any time. These are inside 90 minutes, remember? Bang! There are your odds there. Almost 30-1, so you stick a couple of quid on that, you're getting yourself 60 quid almost for Real Madrid to win 3-1 and Ronnie to score at any time. So that's the coverage of the Champions League final. Let's move on to the mega money game at Wembley, the Championship playoff final, Aston Villa versus Fulham. Villa, well, they didn't really come through that convincingly. They won 1-0 away at Middlesbrough, which was a great result, and then drew 0-0 at home. Fulham, on the other hand, were behind after losing at Derby 1-0 and came back and won at Craven Cottage. Ryan Sessegnon has been a sensation in the Championship this season, but didn't make it into the England squad, which a lot of people were disappointed about because they wanted him to be to add a little bit of freshness to the England squad, which, to be fair, I think he would have done, but we will see how Southgate does. England, there for another day. Who do we think is going to win? Now, Villa, on paper, they've got the more experience with people like John Terry. Steve Bruce has done this before. Can they come out on top? Fulham have got the exuberance. They play good football. They look fresh. It could go either way, this one. I'm going to stick my neck out on the line and I'm going to say Villa are going to nick it 1-0. If you do fancy Villa to win 1-0, they are there. Bet Victor 1-0, 8-1. But you might fancy Fulham to get a couple of goals. They have got goals in them and they might win 2-1, let's say. You might fancy that. You can get 2-1 at 10-1 with Paddy Power. So there's a couple of bets for you for the Championship. Now, interestingly, if you do go for a double, I've thrown a couple of doubles in here. The first one is Fulham and Real Madrid, because Fulham are the slight favourites. Real Madrid are the slight favourites. You don't get great money there. 5s pretty much, depending on who you're betting with. But Real Madrid and Fulham there on the right-hand side. If you do fancy that, your left-hand side, my right-hand side, on your left-hand side. And then the other one is Villa and Liverpool, which I've kind of said is going to happen, which probably means it won't. But Villa and Liverpool both to win. You can get yourself 10s there. Not so bad. 10-1. What time is it? It's 10-1.
You're getting less funny with every video you do.
Thanks. So, massive day of football. For me, I will be spending most of the day bricking it because even when we go 3-0 up, it means nothing. We can do it, right?
No, you're gonna get spanked 4-1.
Well, I haven't even put 4-1 in the bet, so thanks, knobhead. Enjoy your week, guys, and hopefully you're supporting the English club in the Champions League. I know you United fans won't be doing. Anyway, thanks for watching. I've been Marcus J. Richardson. Until next time.
You thought I fell off? You're smoking something.